Happy Thursday.
Is that what we're saying? Yay!
Hey,
I mean,
everybody.
it's almost the weekend, right?
It's close.
Yeah, one more day. One more
Hey,
day.
Jocko, you're here early.
Jocko's here.
Jocko, what's up, dude?
No need to apologize
Yay.
for being late.
Yeah, dude.
He called me earlier. He's like, I'm gonna be on the live tonight. I'm gonna see you
Nice.
there.
Nice.
He's adamant. Very
Gold star for Jocko.
Yeah.
yes. We'll even hold on. There.
Aw.
Okay.
Yes. How is everyone? How is your Thursday?
Been a long day, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, us too.
Yep.
We
What's
actually
going on?
we got some work done on the Murcielago or Merce. I still can't pronounce
It's
it.
Murcielago.
Yeah, there you go.
Murcielago.
Murcielago.
Murcielago. Because you gotta get that
Yeah.
the E with the
Eh.
accent. So you pronounce the I and the E is the hard part,
Yeah.
right?
Just if you'd say Elago, so say Mercy Elago. Like
No.
Merce,
Merce Elago.
Elago.
I don't know.
Merce.
Call it a mercy.
I don't know Spanish, yeah.
God damn tough ass Europeans.
you
Europeans.
Europeans.
You fixed something on it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it needed it, but it it had a check engine light. That was sometimes, which it was the most Murcielago problem ever, right? Got a check engine light. It's gone. It's back. I don't know. So we said, you know what? They have a reputation for eating spark plugs and ignition coils, so we'll just replace them. So we did. Surprisingly easy.
All
Wow.
12 of them.
That's not what I expected to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That was the shocker. We thought, okay, we're going to be there all day. Took us less than 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we were kind of disappointed when we were done. We were like, well,
Ah,
maybe
Yeah,
we're
we're
getting good at this, or maybe this is just actually easy.
We're
I don't
sitting there
really
like,
know.
well, lunch?
did you have to remove any parts? Like, Or-
Nothing substantial.
no.
No. There's like a bracket that was in the way and some covers, but nothing crazy.
hmm
Yes, Meg's review of the Mercy
Oh, yeah.
was.
Yep.
I knew she. I was waiting for her to stab it because I was like, oh man, like she's gonna think it's hilarious when it goes,
Yep.
Yay, Meg review back on the channel. It's like first of all, I'm not bitching. I'm just saying this is just the honest truth. Is like it's hard for her to have time for both of us to be away from the baby. So that means we have to have a babysitter, right? So the only time we can do a Meg review is when we have a babysitter. So it's usually like Meg's mom wants to come hang out and stay with us for a day or whatever. So then we'll time it such that we can do a Meg review. So it does make it more challenging. Plus, then it has to be like, oh, the car is here at the house or whatever, because we can't like go drive somewhere like and be gone for 4 hours to do a car review. So it's logistically challenging to do a Meg review right now.
Yep.
So
Give it a couple years and you can just be like, we'll be back.
jeez. No, it's a terrible idea. Actually, this is totally tangential, but
Oh.
when you have a child and then you hire a babysitter, you're hiring a most likely like a teenager, right? Who is like not even, their brain's not even fully developed. They're not like, let's be real, teenager, right? And then you're giving them control over your most valuable prized thing in life that you are the most protective of, and just like, here you go, peace out.
Yep.
Don't call us. And I'm like, that's the most stupid thing on earth.
Yeah.
And then you pay them an astronomical amount of money for them to literally sit there and watch TV just in case
Mm-hmm.
the baby were to do something dumb and get hurt. Like that's the only you're basically paying hundreds of dollars to be like, if my baby were to bang its head or choke or something, that's the only reason you're there. Everything else, don't care. It's so weird. Anyway, sorry. every time we hire a babysitter that's not Meg's mom, I'm like, well, it's so like why?
Yeah,
All
you
right,
wouldn't give them
whatever.
the keys to your Ferrari.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, it's more expensive.
I love it.
I'm an adult and my brain isn't fully developed. Agreed.
Cheers to
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Let's ruin a couple more brain cells. I really wanted her to review the FF.
Mm.
It's not too late. The FF's still here, but we'll see. I don't. The logistics of Hoovy. Oh, did we already say that?
Nope.
No.
Well, whatever. Hoovy's buying it.
Hmm.
Hoovy's picking it up not next
Wow.
week, the week after.
Nice.
So we'd only have 1 week to get that review in, and
It's not hoopty enough for him. What's going on?
we joked. We
It's
said
quirky. It's quirky enough for him.
Well, true.
true, but we joked. We said this is gonna be the first car you're gonna buy and have nothing to do
Yeah.
with. You're like, you're gonna take it to Car Wizard and he's gonna be like, "Oh, get it out of here."
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I
guys
guess
are
Jeff
just-
took care of it. So
sticking buttons. That's it.
yeah.
You
That's
guys
like-
are buying and selling like crazy from each other. At what point does he just become part of the NG crew? You know?
The Wichita branch.
Yeah.
right. That's true.
This is a good question. I think it looks too much like the 720, and it's too
I
much
mean-
like the 720 personally.
It does, but at the same time, someone brought up the point of like Ferrari does evolutions on the same platform, so
Yep.
it's I don't care that McLaren does it, but I don't like that they were like it's totally new, and it's like no, it's not. Like
Yeah.
don't have to say that. It's just be like
yeah,
you know, It's
it's
new.
an evolution. It's not a revolutionary.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And they don't
yeah.
have to revolutionize every product launch. That's
No.
fine. But
yeah,
don't say you are.
I mean, the 720 is a badass car,
yeah,
but Tyler's right. You can't say that you're doing that, and then here's the car that's basically the same car.
It's
a
6
little
millimeters
faster.
wider. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
It's that much
You're like-
wider. That
like,
much wider.
here you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will say I do think I like the look of it better.
Yeah, I do too.
Like it's a little more refined looking. It's a slightly less spaceshipy,
Mm-hmm.
but the front doesn't. It's basically the same, but the rear I like.
The more I see the front, the more I like it. Just
Yeah,
the
I still
single
like it.
color, like
Yeah, it's got less shit going on.
yes.
Like I feel like sometimes I feel like McLaren overdoes it. They're like throw everything on it, you know. It's like
Yeah.
calm down. That's why I like the MP412C and the 650S because
Yeah, they're just simple swooping.
they're a little bit simpler. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like sometimes they just vomit, ground effects and wings and whatever on them, and just like it's like calm down, people.
Yes.
Just because you should doesn't mean that you should.
That's right.
Hoovy's buying the FF. So we're at a 2-1 now. Where for every one car we've sold him, we've bought
Yeah.
2.
I like it.
All Lambos look similar except for the doors. I don't know, man. They all look really different. Well, if you're talking about like when they
Huracan platform, yeah.
yeah, if they're like, oh, it's an evolution, like the STO versus the Evo versus the regular Huracan, yeah, they all look the same. But whatever. Can Meg drive a manual? No. I tried. It didn't go well.
Really? Yeah.
No. I taught the intern how to drive a manual transmission.
Oh, did you?
On the Mustang?
In the Mustang.
Cool.
I was like, oh, that would be a funny video. I'm like teaching an intern to drive a manual transmission on a 700 horsepower drag
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. So how'd it go?
That's good. Still the initial go is not smooth yet.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like classic, like he got it to where he was doing it good, And then he got cocky, and then it got worse, and then got better again. You know, because like you're like, oh, I'm getting good at this, and then
the way that thing lays rubber down is just so fun. It's so
dude.
hilarious.
It's insane.
Good stuff.
Was there an interesting story on selling off the Huracan?
No.
Huracan. I mean, we had some interesting people asking to buy it, but actually, we finally have a real deposit.
Ooh.
From a real buyer, and it's actually getting a PPI right now at Lamborghini of Austin.
Holy shit.
Nice.
So, assuming it passes PPI, he's happy. Granted, we gave the car away and are losing our ass on it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's worth it to get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
Opportunity
it had to
cost.
go. It just had to go.
Yep.
But yeah, that was. I don't want to jinx it because it's not gone yet, so I'm gonna knock on wood. But assuming it's gone within the next 2 days, that was the most pain in the ass car to ever sell.
Do you get a copy of that PPI? Like, how does that work? If he doesn't buy it, can you keep that PPI and show it to the next?
I mean, yeah, because if he says I'm not going to buy it, I'll be like, well, why? We need to see the PPI.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And that's where, you know, I mean, realistically, it's so cheap. If he's like, change this or that or pay for this, we'll be like, nope. Because as soon as I posted it at the price we sold it at, I had a deluge of people being like, I want it. And I'm like, give me a deposit. First one to give me a deposit, it's yours. And he was the only one who's like, no problem.
Yep.
He's like, take my money. And I was like, there you go.
Yeah, deliver it first, and then I'll pay you.
And then it was funny is I had like all these people were like, oh man, oh, I wanted it. It's like, well, you act faster. Like, and they kept asking dumb questions instead of giving us the money. It's like, sorry.
JS.
Can't win them all. We learned our lesson. So
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's it sucks because in hindsight we've had offers that were higher than what it's sold for, but like you know, they were all at a loss. We never got a single offer that was higher than what we paid for it, which is insane because we paid well under the wholesale transaction.
We bought it on the way down, and we also took it on trade on a car that we really needed to sell that we also took a loss on. So it hasn't been a good deal at all.
I will flog myself. That was all me. I was the one who said we should buy that McLaren 720. Josh is like, no. I'm like, yeah, we should buy it. And then it turned out to be a total turd. And then the Huracan comes along, and I was like, well, it's got to be easier to sell than this. And
No, you jinxed it. That's the problem.
yeah, that was terrible.
Oh man.
So I mean, it just reinforces the fact that we're not doing McLarens or Lamborghinis anymore, unless like it's a trade or some weird thing or whatever. We're not going and looking for them at all.
Right. Yeah, we do not actively like. Honestly, when people ask to do a trade in on them, the numbers we throw at them are so insultingly low that they're just like, what? And I'm like, well, sorry.
I see my future.
Hey, you could consign it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think we might start doing consignments when we get the new place and get it all done. We'll have room for some stuff, so we might do that.
Speaking of, only 5 more days. 5 days until we close. We are extremely excited, and I am.
We've got big
nervous.
plans for the place.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So we haven't even closed on it, and I've already spent $46,000
That's it.
on it.
I hope that's on the plan stuff, like insulation and
HVAC.
Well,
it's not even.
It's
I
not
don't know
even.
how much of it you want to give away right now.
I don't mind talking about on these things because again, it's only 88 people right now. So yeah, we've got. So if you remember, I don't know, did we have a picture of it?
Basically, we're doing an extension on the building. We're doubling the square footage by just enclosing the carports, and we're doing a big parking lot with a driveway.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
and
gonna.
a burnout pit.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man. But it's
We
got to be
gotta do that.
concrete. It can't
Yeah.
be asphalt.
We
There
can
you
pour
go.
a concrete pad.
Can you just knock down one of the small buildings and use the pad that's there?
Yeah, you could. Well, I said you could probably just back onto the front building.
Oh, there you go.
I don't
And
want to
make-
mess that up though, because we're gonna just have like big ass.
There's be some black marks there. If you do it backwards, all the rubber will fling up against the building too.
Oh yeah, you'll have streaks of rubber on the
No.
building.
And then people that don't know us are gonna be like, "What is this?
Yeah.
What is going on here?"
They're
Like, is
coming
this
to
how
buy
you
their
guys-
$200,000 car.
Yeah,
Like,
is
what
this
the?
how you guys do business? Like
Like,
every
hey,
car that leaves has to do a big fat burnout
Yeah.
before. They,
Yeah.
You get one burnout with every sale.
We'll keep a spare set of tires, there in case they want to switch their wheels real quick to do the burnout.
I love it.
It's an interesting question. Are there any Lambos that you would take right away? Don't some models I'm assuming sell quickly, like gated Gallardos? Not as
I'm
quickly
not-
as you
I'm not-
think.
I'm not saying we're not going to do them, but we are not going to actively try to go find a Lamborghini or a McLaren. If
Yeah,
someone
just
wants
for-
to trade
for
one, or
inventory.
maybe a viewer says, "Hey, I have a car," and then we want to sell it. If the price is right, we're just going to be a lot more careful. But we're not actively looking for them.
I'm less scared of Gallardos.
Yeah,
Honestly,
a
I
gated
think
Gallardo, that's fine. I'd be totally fine with that.
Gallardos are
Yeah.
on their way up. They're already priced so stupidly low for that much car, and they're great cars. So but the Huracans, no, definitely not. I think honestly, I had a horrible theory on why the Huracan is a pain in the ass to sell.
Oh no.
I might as well say it. I don't
Yep.
care. I don't mind offending people. So, here's the thing about the Huracan as opposed to like the Gallardo or the Murcielago in particular, is that those cars take a little bit of effort, right? Like, especially the Mercy. Like, you don't just buy a Mercy. You buy a Mercy, your eyes are wide open.
You're
know
probably an enthusiast if you're buying
You're-
a Mercy.
Exactly. You're an enthusiast. You appreciate the fact that it's a pain in the ass, but you love the car and you know all that stuff, right? No one just is like, "Oh, it's a super cool looking car. I'm gonna go buy it," because that's dumb.
Well, and anybody can go buy a Huracan that's under warranty, and
Right.
Yep.
it's like
The Huracan
There's
is
no effort.
easy. Is
no
Very
effort
accessible.
buying it, no effort driving it, no effort maintaining it.
Yep.
It's just a boring supercar.
well, I mean, boring, but yeah. It's the Huracan's so
I
easy.
think it's boring.
It's so easy to deal with that the barrier of entry to owning a Huracan is not car enthusiasts. It's anyone who thinks it looks cool and has a lot of money, potentially money. I mean, they might not. Who knows? But yeah, that's the difference, right? I feel like
Well, all you got to do is go to a car show and look at who's driving the Lambos and look at who's driving the Ferraris, and that tell you everything you need to know.
and I wouldn't even say the Lambos though. It's the Huracans.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
the Gallardos take
Yeah,
effort.
I
The
agree with
Gallardos,
that. Yeah,
Gallardos take a little bit of work. You got to maintain a little bit. I mean, they're low maintenance, but it still takes maintenance. In the Mercy, when you see a Mercy, you're like, that dude's crazy.
Mhm.
yeah. You look at it and you're like,
Yeah.
God damn, what is this?
You're like,
thing?"
you got something
Speaking
wrong.
of Mercy, we had the whole interior redone
Oh,
wow.
today.
dude, show them the
And
it came
out-
picture.
Yeah, I'll put the picture up.
It came out- Insane.
Who
Wow.
did that, Jay?
No,
It's my buddy that I've used for interior work for a long time. He came over to my house and did it. I don't know. You can't really
I
see
got
much in
Yeah.
the picture.
Send it to Dan and upload it so you can.
Is it
Okay.
the same?
Okay.
It looks
Oh,
like
you
the
already sent
same
it to me.
spec, right?
Yeah, that. Yeah, he just he dyed all, like, cleaned the leather,
Okay.
patched
Oh, wow.
up the cracks in the holes, and redyed everything. Fixed the center console where it was peeling. Redid the
Nice.
whole interior.
Sweet.
Awesome.
He spent all day on it. The seats, the orange seats were terrible before, but they look.
oh,
They
the
look
orange
awesome.
sheets had like discoloration and stains and
Oh, we gotta. Here, I'll put it up here.
Yeah.
Oh.
let me
I
get
would say they're
your-
probably pretty equal.
I think probably the Huracans slightly more reliable. Well, no, because they have the AC issue.
They have issues. I think it's about equal.
It's about a wash.
But I think the 458 is easier to work on than the Huracan.
Yeah. Oh God, yes. Look at the oil change alone.
Yeah, and I think the 458 would be cheaper to work on than the Huracan. Like if you take it in somewhere, it's going to cost you less to do the same.
If nothing else, 2 less spark plugs and
yeah.
yeah.
True.
The one thing that people always forget about Ferraris is they've been around forever. So like getting parts for a Ferrari is reasonably easy for an exotic car, right? So all right, I'm trying to upload this picture. Sorry, I'm like download, upload. There it is. Okay, it's uploading. It's gonna take a moment.
Tyler, do you do your oil changes?
Well, 1-to-1, but yeah, we did it.
Okay.
Josh and Dan helped.
That's all you've done since you've had it? Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, here you go.
I
Due
gotta
for one in
find that one.
September. So.
Okay.
Oh wow, yeah. Those were like dingy and pale orange before.
Well, like the bottom of the seat was all like discolored. It was like it looked like it was wet.
Wow.
You know, because it had discolored so bad.
Well, he not
That's
only
cool.
did the orange, but he did all of the tan. Anywhere there was any imperfections on anywhere in there, he redid that.
And he even did. You can't see it in this picture, but he did the center console where all the black.
I'll send you a picture of that so you can show them too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oops.
It's a good skill to have.
Oh yeah, the guy is
Good guy
really
to know.
good. Yeah.
Nice.
Which would you pick, SLR or SLS?
R.
Yeah, I'd probably do the
They
SLR.
are.
Yeah.
I've seen
Too
a
cool.
few questions about the 360. All is good. I got it inspected today. State inspection. I got my sticker.
Nice.
And Cheryl asked if I'm used to the people looking. Honestly, like I'm just focused when I'm driving. I'm not looking at other people. And I haven't really taken it anywhere and gotten out other than the gas station. So I'm just eyes on the road.
Nice.
Eyes on the road, Mister Man.
Or people maybe just they act like they don't see it. I mean, look, I don't like the attention, so
Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm fine with people not looking.
Wow.
Remember, it was like white chips all over because the paint was flaking.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, really, really good work.
You can hardly tell.
I'm always underwhelmed by Lamborghini interiors, though. Like the steering wheels.
The
like,
Mercy interior is
like,
terrible.
wait,
I mean,
why is
the steering wheels from a Mitsubishi Lancer.
It's just like why? Like you look at a Ferrari iconic steering wheel, the yellow horse.
Oh, here you go. This one's easy. What car has a better driving
yeah.
experience from your point of view, a Huracan or 458? Not even a
458,
question.
hands down.
458.
Not
Not
even a
like-
question.
Yeah, it's not even fair. Let's see.
But I will say, so what we were talking about with the car enthusiast Huracans and stuff, somebody that has a Huracan and is not a car person is probably going to tell you the Huracan drives better.
Of course,
Oh.
because they probably haven't driven a Ferrari.
Well, even if they have, they'd probably say, I like the Huracan better because it's just easier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can get in the Huracan, put it to the floor, and it goes straight. You do that in a 458, and you're all over the road.
True.
Amazing job on the San Francisco Giants leather.
Barry Bonds edition.
If you're putting that up for the question, I haven't done a second oil change, so I don't know how many miles in between. But I'm at almost 3,000 since September. So
Actually, do you know when the 360's oil was last changed?
They
Was it-
just changed it when they
Change
did the
that
conversion.
EAG.
Oh, okay.
So whatever the mileage is basically it's a fresh.
So
fresh
yeah,
start
how long
from
am I
there.
good for another year?
Year.
I would just change it yearly. Yeah,
Change it at the end of the year.
change it before you put it in the way
Yep.
for storage.
before I
I'd
hibernate.
change it before you pull it out of storage.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess that would probably
It's
make
gonna
more
absorb all
sense
the
to do that.
moisture over the winter.
Yeah,
let the old oil take all the moisture.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Change it in the spring, like right before you start driving it hard.
Yep.
Yeah. I think you should open a Lotus dealership. I can help with your bankruptcy going out of business sale.
Self-liquidate.
We're in business and we're closed.
Yeah.
It's the grand opening and closing sale.
of course. I mean, of course, this is true. but we're all biased for Ferrari here, so.
But I mean, when you say driving experience, okay, I think most people, when they think driving experience, they think performance driving, right?
Yeah.
And the Ferrari is a better driver's car. Like, there's no one's going to get in the Huracan and be like, oh, this is a better car to drive hard. You know, like, yes, it is faster than a 458 because it's also newer, but it's just like the visibility's ass, you know, like it just lots of things about it. But that's, again, like, we're shitting on the Huracan. I get it. Like, the Huracan's a great car. It really is. It's fantastic. But I don't know. Like, to me, it's
the same thing I dealt with buying the McLaren. It's like driving Richard's 458 back to back. It was better than the McLaren in different ways, but it wasn't $90,000 better.
That's a hard justification.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking a 360 gap.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I must say, I've done Ferrari drives with my F430 and now Lambo drives. Lambo drives are way more fun. Most Ferrari drivers out here don't push it. I mean, I think that's...
Well, the Lambo drivers are going to be younger in general, and they're going to want to drive faster and be more aggressive, so that makes sense.
But I also think it's the groups that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, there are going to be some, like, Ferrari groups that are, you know, stuffy people who, like, barely take the car out unless there's 0% chance of rain ever, and, you know, whatever, blah, 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 all the stereotypes, right? So...
True. Depends on the group. I think, didn't Jocko just get back from a crazy drive?
Yes, he did. He was telling me all about it.
Okay.
It sounded
Yeah, Steve
nuts.
was telling me.
Yeah. Sorry, this one. Thoughts on the Emira?
No thanks.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. Lotuses all look good.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna disagree with you on this one. McLaren 600 LT is gonna be a 500K car in 5 to 10 years.
No, dude, sorry.
I don't think it's gonna be a $500,000 car. 765.
Was they made less? How many 600 LTs did they make?
Good question.
They originally were only supposed to make a limited production. They made a boatload. Oh, hold on. Here we go.
I've
Hold on. Next year, I'll be in the market for my first supercar. I don't care for track days, just cruise around in automatic mode. 458 is my dream car. Then that's the right car, then.
Yep.
I mean, if that's your dream car, do it.
yeah.
Like, that's the thing that's really, really cool about the 458 is if you don't want to drive it hard, it drives really well.
Yeah.
As like a just regular old car. You know?
That's what I was saying. Next year I'll be in the market. I said that for about 3 years, but finally it became true.
Finally, we just pushed you off the cliff. We're like, do it.
I knew it was a matter of time. It just took a little longer than I expected.
It looks like at least 1,000 600 LTs.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you're
Well,
gonna
that's
do
still
it,
pretty low. That's a pretty low number.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The Huracan looks like an AI generated car. 458, 488 looks like art. Some people prefer that outrageous neck breaking style. It does stand out. It's true. The attention factor on the Lambo is undoubtedly higher than the Ferraris. Like, no question.
And people that buy a Lambo like that, that's what they're after. I would say majority of the time.
If you're buying a Lamborghini, you 100% are going to get attention every time you drive that car, period. Like, outrageous amounts of attention. It makes driving the Ferrari look pedestrian.
That's true. Yeah.
It's honestly, that factor of the Lamborghini is almost off-putting to me because it's not like when someone, a lot of times, okay, just this is all anecdotal from my experience, right? But like, you drive in a Ferrari, you pull up at a gas station, someone comes up to you, oh man, like Ferrari, blah blah blah, yeah, like Schumacher this, or like my buddy had one, and in like actual questions, actual conversation, right?
Yep.
You pull up to a gas station Lamborghini, and it's like 12-year-olds going, oh my god, TikTok, record this, and you're just like,
yeah.
That's the difference, right? It's like
it's true. Yeah.
it's like uneducated enthusiasm versus educated enthusiasm. Which, whatever. Like, again, no hate. Hey, you love cars. I'm cool with that. Car love is all good, but
how fast do you go in that?
Yeah, no,
it's like I don't know. I just drive it and have fun.
In the Lamborghini, you don't get that question. In the Ferrari, you do. In the Lamborghini, it's always like, "What do you do for a living? How do I get one? Can I have a ride? Can I take a picture with it?" It's always something about them.
Yep.
It's like really weird. It's like self-centered versus inquisitive. Like, again, this is all anecdotal. I could be totally wrong for other people, but it's
at least in Austin that rings true. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get the spreadsheet of reasons.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about Porsches. Because someone always brings it up every time, and we say the same things over and over again. It's just like
I'll give you the biggest reason we don't buy Porsches is they're not money makers.
Yeah,
the market
on them from wholesale to retail is so small, it's not worth our time. Because they take a lot more effort to sell than pretty much any other car.
The buyers are more picky than Ferrari or Lamborghini buyers. They want everything to be perfect, and they ask 1,000 questions, and you have to show 1,000 pictures, and then they always like. And the dumbest thing about it is like you say one wrong thing or whatever. Oh, I'm out. Like, can't you have that? And you're just like, what the fuck? What was that? Like
the thing I love about the Porsche guys is they'll go through all of that stuff, right? Get a PPI. Let me get my over rev report and all this. Yeah. And then they'll come in and offer you some stupid low number. And you're like, no. And then you've just wasted like a bunch of your time trying to do all this stuff. After they've had you
take 84 more pictures and 16 videos. And can you like say this while showing this so I know it's real? So I know, like, it's yes, I will, but and you're like, all of this to make $2,000? No.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of Porsches at the track at COTA, so I wouldn't say that people don't ever take them out.
Driving a Porsche is great.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're great to drive, but to try to make money on them and buy them and sell them, it's just too much work.
Yeah. The problem is that there's so many Porsches that everyone knows exactly what they're worth. Right? Everyone has. Right. So it's like buying a Toyota Camry. Everyone knows what a Toyota Camry is worth because there's enough data to make it so that you know what the car is worth. The same thing in a Porsche. They made 800 billion of them or whatever. And so you just pull up the data and you're like, here it is. No. They always talk about how their car is better than a Ferrari because it's more reliable.
Right. And cheaper.
There you go.
And cheaper. And then you go, IMS.
But it's not a Ferrari, so get out of here.
Yeah. It's whatever. I like, honestly, I like lots of cars. I have a Mustang right now and I love that car. So whatever.
I love Porsches. I've had like 5 Porsches, so I have no problem with the car itself.
Dan, have we sold anything other than the Boxster?
No, because we've intentionally not done any Porsches. We've been offered like a Turbo S and a GT3 RS and a couple other ones, but it's just not too much effort.
Yes, this is right here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's our goal. We are trying to be experts.
We want to be the go-to Ferrari people.
Yeah.
Period.
It makes it so much easier than like maybe in the future we can hire someone who is a sadist who wants to become the Porsche arm of the Normal Guy Supercar channel. But I mean, for now, I like having less stress in my life and yeah. The Porsche guy and the Lambo guy are like Bloods and Crips in the car world.
This is actually not a Lamborghini hat. It is a
normal guy.
It's the normal guy. Yeah.
You can buy one
Oh.
at.
Oh yeah. No, if you tell a Porsche guy it's not a
Oh,
supercar.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some of them realize that it's not.
Yeah.
And some
Unless you have
Porsches
like
are.
an RS car or something
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
don't say your car's a supercar.
Oh, so actually, we don't really source cars for clients anymore. Like if someone like it happens all the time, someone's like, "Hey, I want to buy a fill in the blank with some car, and can you help me find it?" And we usually say, "No, we won't," because the problem is like you've probably got some very specific car in mind, and the market's very limited, and I don't want to go looking for that car every single day of my life, spending my time to do that just to make like $1,000 or $2,000. So like the problem is the amount of money I would charge you for it is a lot. And most people are like, I don't want to pay that much money because I don't know if we're going to find a car. Like if you're specific, we're probably not going to find the car at a good deal, right? So the more specific you are, the more unlikely it is that you're going to get a good deal. You're just going to get the car you want. So we have no room to make money on the car then, because if you say, go find me this car, this exact specific car, we go find that car, we called that dealership or seller or whatever and say, hey, we want to buy it. How much will you give us? And they're like, I'm not moving on the price. Where's our margin? So are you going to pay us a bunch of money because we found that car for you? Some people will, but most people say no. So, yeah.
I gotta put this one up. This is funny.
Boop. And full octanes here.
We gotta stop picking on the Porsches.
Yeah. No, but
Have we lost viewers
I would
or
not.
gained them?
I would
Actually
not
gained
consider really any Porsche a true supercar. I don't know. That's just.
I mean,
It's just
the Carrera GT.
it's a race car. Carrera GT. Okay, fine. That's a supercar.
Yeah. The 918 Spider. It's kind of a hypercar.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of different.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's a different level.
anytime you have 2 commas in the price tag, it's
Its own league.
Yeah.
it's no
Yeah,
longer the same.
seven figure car is a hypercar.
Yeah.
All right. Kettlebell wins.
That was all right. That was the best comment of the night.
100 live stream points.
Oh man.
That was brilliant. They're like, oh crap.
Well, this guy asked this twice.
Clank.
What defines a supercar? I think
We
I hate
that.
to say it, but I think it's the brand. Like
A lot of it.
a Ferrari, a
Yeah.
McLaren, a Lamborghini.
How impractical it is.
It's a nebulous definition, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Gabe's right.
Yeah, like for me, it's got to be an event. Like when you're gonna go drive it,
Yeah.
it has to be an event. You can't just get in it and go. I mean, some of them you can, but like you have to be like, oh, we're gonna take this out. Like
Honestly, like that's why I feel like I love the Lamborghini. It is the epitome. The Murcielago. The
Yeah.
Murcielago is the epitome of an event car, because every time you get in that car, you're just like, oh god, here we go.
Yeah. And you start to drive it and you're like, this thing sucks. This car really sucks. And
then you
start
go.
driving it and you're like, okay, I actually like this car.
Yeah. No, like you're like that car. The difference is in that car is you don't just grab the keys, go out to the garage, and go. You're like, okay, hold on.
yeah, you got to prepare yourself.
I got, I got my checklist mentally of the things I need to do in order to drive that car.
Mhm.
Which Ferrari would be the best daily driver? FF, Lusso?
Depends if you need a back seat or not.
Yeah.
Because I
I
would
think
say
a
an F12
salvaged
would be
458
probably
sounds
good.
pretty good.
That salvage 458 is a daily driver for sure.
Yeah.
Is there a hard top for the Mercy? I heard that there's an aftermarket one. There definitely is not a OE one. Oh, we've talked about this a lot. I love the new Z06. I think it's fantastic. I will definitely buy one when they're back to below MSRP like they should be. Once they've pumped out 150,000 of them, yeah, I'll go buy one. Beat the snot out of it. It'll be great. Yeah, this is kind of, in my opinion, agreeable.
A Turbo
Turbo-
S is a luxury GT car. The GT3 RS is a race car, and so is the GT2 RS. They're race cars. They're not.
I kind of feel like the GT3, the regular GT3,
Yeah,
is kind of a supercar.
I think
I
the
mean, it's
Turbo S
debatable.
can hang with the supercars, so I know it can.
Oh
But
yeah, the
it's-
Turbo S
it's
is
not
fast
that-
as balls.
but it
Stupid
doesn't have that
fast.
mystique.
yeah. It doesn't have the prancing horse or the.
You got
Raging
rid of
Bull
the
on the-
E-Type?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
I saw you guys got a C8 on Instagram, but I didn't see you got rid of the E-Type.
Wow. You felt bad, Sally. I swear to God, you and Lotus need to become best friends. You two can
Yes.
commiserate.
Yes.
Once a
So
su-
that's the
Oh.
thing.
Yes, I believe so. I
Once a
believe so.
supercar,
Yeah.
always a supercar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's era specific. I mean, you know, like you go back 100 years or whatever and go find like an old Bugatti race car, and it's still, for its time, amazing. Nowadays, it's slower than, you know, a golf cart. What is the newest Ferrari that we have personally purchased for the dealership or have? The 488 that we had was the newest. Yeah. Mondial, not a supercar.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's the
That
exception, not the
we
rule.
don't
with the
talk
Ferraris.
about that car. Ferrari enthusiasts just pretend like it doesn't exist. And then every once in a while, a Mondial fan gets so mad at me that I say stuff like that. They're like, oh, I can't believe you said that.
Have you ever driven one?
No, I just look at it, and I'm like, no.
That would be a funny
I
video.
like the Mondial. I don't have a problem with it.
What was the first supercar? The Mira?
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Here, what's
That I don't know. I do wonder
What's
when
else?
that term originated.
Ask
That'd be
ChatGPT.
interesting.
I'm asking Chat GPT.
Are you really?
Mhm.
I'm curious what's it say.
I love Chat GPT. It's always open on my
Yeah?
computer. Anytime I need to know something, I just ask it and it tells me the answer. It says Lamborghini Mira.
Nice.
Ask where the term supercar originated.
With
Okay.
the Mira.
That I'm curious about.
Dodge Stratus, definitely a supercar.
Yep.
Believed to have originated in the UK in the early 1960s. It was used to describe a breed of high-performance luxury cars by manufacturers such as Jaguar, Aston Martin, and Ferrari.
Interesting.
Interesting that it says Jaguar.
It
yeah.
goes
Well,
on to explain why.
I guess
but-
UK.
I mean, Jags
British
always
cars.
had a history of racing. Same with Aston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing is, like, they make some really pedestrian cars, but then they have some really amazing cars in their history.
Aston's an interesting one, supercar or not.
That's
I don't-
like, it's like Fiat. You know, it's that what a disappointment today compared to where they started.
Yeah.
Like, when you look at Fiat's history, you're like, that is an amazing, amazing company. And today you're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Check out my Fiat 500 Gucci edition.
Yeah, and you're like, where did you guys lose your roots, man? Someone, oh, you guys are totally, it's so sad. And now the brand is so far from its origination that, you know, it just can't go back.
Yep.
Oh, the F1 I definitely think is a hypercar. That's probably like the first
Mm.
hypercar.
That's probably, well, yeah, because the F40,
Well, yeah.
Would that be a hypercar though?
I don't know. That's kind of hard to say. Because when it came out, it wasn't.
Well, the F40 was a race car. Like they actually raced it and stuff
Yeah.
and everything.
They had a
whereas the
whole
F1
series.
was kind of the F1 was its own thing.
But they raced the F1.
Yeah, that's true. Not as much as the F40s though.
Well, because they didn't make shit for
Yeah.
them. Yeah, the F40 is, yeah. Oh, Dan, have you closed the new shop? Nope, that's what the only 5 more days teaser is. We have
Yep.
5 days. We close on Tuesday. So it's going to be a busy week next week. We've got a lot
Yeah.
going on. I was saying this at the beginning. I've already spent $40,000 on a property that I don't even own yet. Over
Yeah, how
40,000
soon are you gonna get cars over there?
next week.
Nice.
Probably Tuesday when I close.
Well, it all depends on the expansion, because we don't want cars in there when they're working on the
Yeah.
building.
True.
I don't know. I don't really care.
If they're taking walls down, you don't.
If they're
Yeah.
taking walls down and cutting metal and stuff, we don't want cars in
Yeah, I
there.
guess.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, we could get rid of like
Pump
some
your
of the cars.
brakes.
But they might not do that for a while. So, because they have to order, so they have to order the parts, and they're not ordering the parts until check clears. And I wrote the check today, so they're probably not ordering parts until like Tuesday of next week. And he said it's going to take at least a week for the parts to come in for the walls, and then the garage doors are going to take, he said, 3 to 4 weeks.
Hmm.
And that was because I ordered insulated doors.
Yeah.
Which was good thinking on my part.
Yes, it was. You don't have to fuck with the insulation anymore. Just
We still have to insulate that one door.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than 3.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm looking to late nights at the dealership, and the hot babysitter showed up after. Oh, Lordy.
There probably will be some late nights there, because it's going to be a cool hangout.
Oh yeah.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
really like the location being kind of secluded like that.
I mean, we can get rowdy out there, and I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
anybody's
There's
going to bother
nothing-
us.
Nothing
no.
nearby it. I mean, there's no one to complain about anything.
I thought of something, Dan. We need to go to. There's 2 bars right there in that little downtown area.
We need to get to know them.
and they're walking distance from our
Yeah.
building.
Well, it is a little bit of a hike. It's like a half a mile.
Yeah, it's not that bad though.
That's walking distance.
yeah, that's walking. Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Stumbling
totally
distance.
it's
I've
pretty
had-
walking
yeah.
distance. Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Now, 115-degree July day, it's not. But
No, I told Josh I want to buy an electric scooter
yes.
that folds up, because it's the road that it's on. There's no way a semi can get back there. I mean, they could, but it would be a miracle of God. So we don't want to have that happening. So we're gonna have to have when cars are being picked up and delivered, it happens. It's off-site. So I said we should get little scooters. That way, if you have to go get a car alone or drop off a car, you just throw it in the trunk.
Yeah.
Drive the car over to the pickup or to the transport, and then take the scooter home.
That's
like
true.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest a gas-powered scooter. I used to have one of those as a kid, but
Ah,
harder to fold up and throw in the
I
trunk.
have one of those. You know those Lime scooters that are all over the place.
Yeah.
I have one of those. It's pretty good.
Really?
It works pretty good. Yeah.
Did you just break
No.
their GPS or what?
No. It's made by Segway, I think.
Okay.
It's
I don't
the
think
same
we
one
can
that they
afford-
had.
we can't afford Whistling Diesel type videos, and we don't have sadly
We talked about this. Yeah.
we don't have enough space.
Need 10 acres.
I would love to have goats to keep the grass trimmed, but then I would have to fence in, and I don't think it's big enough to really.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough space for goats to stay alive.
A goat, maybe.
Maybe.
What did
Yeah.
you decide you're going to do on the inside with that? There was a loft area and stairs.
Decided to keep it for now.
Cool.
Yeah, we're thinking once we get it all done, which will probably be at least 1 to 2 months from now, we want to throw like a
Yeah,
open
we're gonna throw a
house.
big party.
Yeah, barbecue, whatever.
Invite anyone who wants to come.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, I got the big ass smoker now, so we can
And-
we can
and
prep
we
some
Liam and I
briskets.
said that
We
at
literally
lunch today.
said
We
that.
went to
We're like,
lunch.
you
We were
know-
like, we need to get Tyler to bring the barbecue out.
We don't even have to bring it. Just prep it all here. Buy those $400 like warming boxes that restaurants use. Yeah, that's worth it. Things a hoss.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I was already thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna keep. We're gonna have to stock up the shower, because there's definitely gonna be times where I'm like, because it's got a shower and everything. I don't want to, like, you get all nasty working on a
Yep.
car, and I don't want to jump in my car all nasty. I'd rather take a shower. And
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have that there for sure.
yeah, that'll be handy. Get a mini pony.
No animals, because if we're both gone or something,
no.
I don't want to worry about that. No,
Yeah.
hell no.
Oh, that looks beefy.
Yeah, 6 to 8 briskets. I mean,
Oh my
Damn.
God
god,
damn.
that is legit.
yeah.
A sauna? That's not a bad idea.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Might as well throw a hot tub in too.
I just sold my hot tub.
Yeah, you
can
shouldn't
buy
have. You
a-
should have taken it to the shop.
We don't
True.
break down a hot
Oh,
tub.
that would have been perfect.
Dan, I gotta say that's a great. We should have done a hot tub out there.
Why? When are we ever going to use a hot tub?
After we work
Yeah,
in
hard day's work.
a hot tub. I'm like,
That's what the shower's for.
After breaking your back on those cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a Miller Lite fridge.
Mm.
oh, we'll
Like
have a fridge for sure.
A themed,
definitely,
like,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
It
logoed one.
is. Yes, it's on well.
See if you can find one, Tyler.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yes, we're on well. Yeah. Oh, Dan just said that.
Yep. And it's on septic as well, so it can't go too nuts.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's good enough. Not going to be, yeah, hot tub with a bunch of dudes at the end of a long day. Exactly, right? Like when I had the hot tub, I would only use it alone and be like on
Like,
days where I
fridges
was
are
like,
going cheap.
Bud Light fridges are cheap. It's true. True story.
Oh, easy. They're on Wayfair. Holy cow.
What?
Miller fridge?
Yeah.
A Miller Lite fridge? Click on that.
Oh, 3.2 cubic feet is
Yeah,
tiny.
it's not big,
Oh.
but
No, we need a much bigger one than that.
$308. No, I'm gonna buy a full size fridge. And
I know, but if they're that easy to find, we can find a big sized one.
Yeah.
we could just buy a regular fridge and put a wrap on it.
Well, that's true too. But that's no fun.
NGS Hot Tub Confessions.
Oh no.
It's a new
Subscription
HBO
only.
series, right?
Yeah, that's the new Whining with Dan.
Members only.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'm
Like
It's-
boiling hot dogs.
boiling hot dogs. Yeah, we definitely will have to get a grill there.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
There's two big trees. I think they're like cottonwoods or something. They're right on the creek. They're huge. They're like what, 4 or 5 feet in diameter trunks on these
at
things.
least.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a huge hammock and put between those two trees.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Will you only focus on selling Ferraris? I mean, it's already kind of our focus.
I wouldn't say newer. We'll do any Ferrari.
To a point.
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess.
I mean, 360 is about as old as I normally like dealing with. Like we've done,
355,
we did the
348.
355 and we did the the 456. But
Late 90s.
yeah, the late 90s.
Yeah.
When you start getting into the 80s, there's just a lot of problems when you get cars that are old.
I'm guessing once it's all done, we can probably fit 15 cars inside if we had to.
Without lifts.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When we're done with the modifications to it, it should be 4,400 square feet.
Nice.
We're going to have 2 lifts to start off, and we'll probably get a 4-post after we get situated and kind of figure out how things are working and everything.
Yeah.
It would be cool. I thought of this earlier, Dan, to get a tire mounting machine.
I've actually thought about that too, just so you don't
If we
have
could
to
find a
build-
used one that wasn't like ridiculous just to have in the shop.
Only
and
thing
I want to
is,
do
like-
that. It'd be cool to get a welder too.
If you get a
Um,
tire mounting machine, then you need a balancer.
Yeah.
True.
And the other thing is like that's like hard work. Really hard.
It's not too bad. I've done it before.
Yeah.
My
Better
brother showed me
taking
how
it
to
to
do that.
discount every time, right?
That's the thing. I for the time saving perspective, it might be worth it considering we deal with a lot of tires.
Yeah. And you had that mobile guy come out a while ago. Do they still do that? Remember that guy who came to your driveway?
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. We could just have him come out. instead of taking the cars to discount.
Knock out a bunch of tires.
I mean,
at
if
once.
he'll match discounts price, then sure.
I think
Yeah.
they usually charge like a show up fee.
Mm.
Yeah,
Even for dealers, though.
it's a good question. I don't know.
We're kind of way out there. I mean, he's probably going to want to charge us to drive way the hell out there. So.
True.
Yeah. Oh, well. What is Hubiki? Sorry, yawn. When? 2 weeks. Reasonably soon. I don't want to say exact dates because I don't need him getting mobbed. I'm assuming you mean 355. Did it stay in Texas? No.
It went to Chicago.
Do we like that car? Yeah,
The
it
yellow one.
was fun.
The guy that bought it he loves it. So
Nice.
It's a great car.
Heck yeah.
I mean, so this is not entirely accurate. We do a lot of things. But yes, we are not mechanics. And no, our goal is not to just repair cars. But
we like to have the ability to if
Yep.
needed.
Save
Yeah.
a lot of money doing that, right?
well, it's honestly a lot of it's time.
Mm.
Like that's the thing I'm so excited about getting this property is it's going to save us so much time not
Yeah.
having to transport cars all over the place and
Mhm.
I need this car for that. Even as simple as like Josh and I were joking, we're like we could literally set up a camera on a tripod and never have to move it, and then you just pull up the car and park it in the exact same spot in the warehouse every single time, and that's your picture.
Yep.
For the cars. Like how awesome is that?
True.
Oh,
You need one of those
Dan, I didn't-
turntables.
I
that you
didn't
drive
tell
up
you.
on.
Yeah, the turntable deal fell apart.
You were gonna get one?
We were
Yeah.
trying to.
So
Oh,
so
shit.
basically, what happened is our old friend of mine had two for sale, and he called me earlier, Dan, and said the client that owns them is Ford.
Oh no.
Ford owned them, and they bought them
Ford.
for their autonomous vehicle program or something. And they bought a warehouse in Austin, and he sold the warehouse for them. And just at the last minute today, they were like, "Oh, we actually want to keep those and take them back to Detroit or something."
Ah.
So I'm like, "Damn it!" So we got to find one, but we're gonna get a turntable.
You could
Yeah,
build,
we were
build your
we had-
own. How hard could it be?
it looks pretty difficult.
Just hack it together. I don't know. Put like a
well,
ball
we can buy them
right
on
in the middle and-
we can buy them in
grease it
China
up.
for like $3,000 to $5,000. So I think we'll probably end up
Ugh.
doing something like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I would love to see you buy a turntable, get it shipped from China.
Oh my
No,
god.
I
Assemble
wonder
it
what the
there.
shipping is on that.
Ah,
Oh,
dog attack.
Dog.
Oh shit! You just one.
Double dog.
poor dog. And we had that's the
They're
problem
used
with
to it.
live.
Yeah.
He did not want to be up here.
No, he was like, hell no.
Yeah.
Does discount not scratch your rims? I can't stand using discount tire places because they have young workers who don't do it fun.
Well, we actually know the
You got a
guys that are
guy.
there, and they take very good care of us when we go. And if there's something we're like, this has to be done a certain way, they take care of us. But
Yeah,
if we
it's-
drop into a discount, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, random discount, not a good idea unless it's emergency. But honestly, I've had good success with even that though. Like I had, what was it? I got a flat tire when I was out in Nevada on my road trip, and I had to go to a discount tire to get it repaired. They did a great job.
The 458.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So
Usually, when you roll up in a car like that, they take extra special care of you.
Yeah. I did
Yeah.
not have that luck with the F Type at discount in Santa Fe, but it's
Hmm.
Santa Fe, and
yeah,
like they didn't
Yeah.
even torque the wheels down or the nuts
Oh,
down.
really?
I mean, I already spent a shitload of money on security systems that are they're supposed to be coming in on Saturday.
Nice. You
So
can
we're
We're
install
going to
those.
have 16 cameras on the property.
Yeah, 16 cameras with AI motion detection that alerts us immediately. And if someone wants to try and steal a car, good luck. The police station is less than a half a mile away.
Nice.
So, oh, and by the way, it's a one-way street for 4/10 of the 6/10 distance
Yeah.
to the.
They're not getting out of there.
So you have to make it really quick. Yeah. How's my mom doing? My mom is doing well. Thank you for asking. She actually was giving us a family update earlier today.
Cool.
So things are good.
Yeah, Mako's are actually it's like a franchise, and every owner can do their business differently if they want to. They just have to follow certain guidelines. But yes,
Ooh.
it's similar to that.
Center lock wheels.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because they're so uncommon.
Yeah.
Probably don't know what to do with them.
Dan, do you see your old Ferrari? I have not seen it since, but I've seen pictures. The guy that bought it took pictures and sent me pictures and texts me every once in a while. And
I actually just watched the video. Just sometimes randomly, your old videos will pop up, and I'll be like, "Oh, I want to watch that." The one where you and Josh went to pick it up in wherever the dealership. was.
yeah, up in Dallas.
Oh, the 458. That was a long time ago.
And you were calling out, the paint on the bumper and what had been resprayed and.
Yep. Well,
and all
remember
that.
when I bought it, the rear deck lid was painted really poorly.
Yeah.
And so that was when Stu used to say, "Hey Dan, what colors red are your cars?" I'm like, "Screw you." Plural, you asshole. What cars are left? Oh man, we're low on inventory. We've got the BMW, the Mustang.
We have a new 458 coming tomorrow.
That's true. We've got a 458 coming tomorrow.
Regio Silverstone on black leather with red stitching, 20,000 mile, pretty nice car.
Yeah.
That will be up for sale probably in I would guess about a week or less.
Yep. We got the Murcielago. The Huracan's pending. So hopefully the Huracan's gone. But yeah, I laugh because we actually, yeah, well let's see. Has the HOA gotten back to me? No, they have not. So how much on what car? I'm assuming the 458.
I think we're going to put the 458 at 204.
204?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I met a guy that said he sold that 458 to you, funny enough, a while back. My 458?
It came from a dealership.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe
talking about a different one that you guys bought.
I don't know if you're talking about the one
could be one of the other 458s we've had.
Yeah,
because yours was
We've
Milton
had a bunch
Barrett,
of them.
that big rig.
what percentage we charge for consignment? So far, we're asking 10%, which is higher than some other dealerships, but we make videos and do a lot of stuff on it. So
yeah, we spend a lot of time, and that deters people that aren't serious.
Yep. I think we've only done 2 consignment cars.
And they were friends that
Yeah.
we made agreements with and everything. We haven't done advertise that we're doing consignments, and I don't think we will. I think we're just going to let it organically kind of happen.
Well, part of the problem is I don't want to do a consignment unless the car is here, physically here for us to review.
Yep.
So whatever, and then just the logistics of it, because you need to keep your own insurance on that car, and you need to keep the title in your possession. I don't want the title. If it's not our car, don't give me the title. I don't want to be in that position.
Okay, Clay. Jeez.
Right. But the biggest problem with consignments from a dealership perspective is getting someone who's willing to sell it at a real number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you put it on consignment but you want all the money. And so then that car.
What happens at a lot of these dealerships that take consignments is they just want to have a cool car on their showroom to be on display. So they'll be like, "Oh, you need, $240 for it," when it's really worth $200. They don't care. They're going to charge them a fee to keep it there, and they're going to have a cool car on their showroom to attract attention. If it sells or not, they don't care.
Well, and that's when you get the shady shit that stuff probably what certain companies that are in the comments may have done is they'll sell the car for less than what the seller, the actual consignor, actually wants for it, but they'll make up for it by taking that money and using it to buy and sell other cars in the interim period before they pay you, and weird shit like that, right? And so we don't want to play any of those games. If we do a consignment, it's going to be like a pure consignment, like we're only selling your car. And the other problem with the consignment is then, like I would say 75% of the people trying to buy a car from us want to trade it in car.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it's like, well, now that has to be a car that we have to buy because the consignee doesn't want that trade. They want the money.
Yep.
And then there's also, I have a trade-in, but I also owe a bunch of money on it. And then it becomes even more complicated. And so we have to, or I have to do all of that.
And then think about that.
Happen.
If it's a consignment car and someone's got a lien on it, we're fronting the money for the lien and all this other stuff. So now we're not just like, it's a pain in the ass.
So try selling a car that you owe money on to somebody that wants to buy it that's financing it on your own. Good freaking luck.
Yeah. And that's honestly, that's part of our thing is like, this is why we just so far have been buying cars outright from people, because it alleviates so much of the work.
Well, and people say 10%, that's a lot, but what you don't understand is we'll probably get you 10% more than you'll be able to get on your own. So it's going to be a wash for you, and you don't have to do any work.
Yep.
We do all the work.
Well, you're done with it.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah. You get to
we're
see
happy
the
to buy.
Instagram
We're happy
photos.
to buy the car too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reality, right? Like that 10% less is probably about what we're willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what
it's probably more like 15 or 20%.
Yeah.
To buy it outright.
Yeah, because we do have more risk because like inevitably something's wrong with the car that we have to fix and all that stuff. We do have a floor plan, yes. I only sell on BAT. BAT's so much work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's way too much work. You gotta, I mean, it's cool once in a while to do it, but if we put every car we had on BAT,
oh my God,
no, thank you.
No.
Speaking of, did the Mercy go up on Cars and Bids?
Not yet.
No, not yet. I just took the pictures today.
Nice.
We got the interior all done and the car's all cleaned up and did the plugs and everything, so it's ready to go.
We rent space at the Howard. We do not own it, but it's not ours. Pick a fast food joint to go to right now. Where would it be, all of you? That's very random.
That's so random.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I'm like.
I don't think any of us use fast food that eat out of fast food that often.
I'll go with Culver's is good.
Culver's?
I had
I've never been to Culver's.
Out Midwest.
Dairy Queen?
I was just talking about
Dairy Queen.
Or Sonic.
Ugh.
Sonic used to be good.
We're talking fast food. There's no good ones.
Yeah.
So.
That's not true.
Toxical.
Actually, you know what? I kind of like P. Terry's.
Huh.
Yeah. No,
I was not impressed.
In-N-Out is fine too.
In-N-Out's okay.
In-N-Out.
I actually, it's funny is everyone's all
now I'm getting hungry.
The whole Texas Whataburger thing. Yeah. I actually legit think that In-N-Out's better than Whataburger.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not a huge fan of Whataburger. Whataburger, whatever the.
It's okay. It's just.
Is Rudy's fast food?
Rudy's. Yeah, that's.
I don't consider that fast food.
It's in a gas station.
That's gas station barbecue.
Gas station, but it's barbecue.
That's it.
Lotus says gas station hot dogs. Are we talking about the ones that are on the rollers? The
rollers? Oh, yeah, the ones that are sweating.
No.
The sweating ones.
Yep. Damn, this really sparked a debate here.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got Hardee's
in Texas. They're not Carl's Jr.
There's both.
There's both. Okay.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
It is, but
is there actually a difference on the menu?
I think Hardee's had
Jack in the Box.
biscuits and gravy, and
Jack in the Box is underrated.
It is.
Yeah, I think it's underrated.
They've never recovered from the incident.
Nope. Get E. coli once.
Talking about?
Yeah.
All they had to do, man, they should have just folded and created a new company with the same food, same menu, whatever. They'd be so much better off.
Mm-hmm.
Here, this is the way right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's a horrible idea. Jeez. Oh, Jocko's in love with the Crab Shack or
Oh, okay.
Joe's Crab Shack.
no, not Crab Shack. It's whatever it's called here in town. I gotta look up the name of it.
Fast food?
No,
Yeah.
it's not at all.
Oh, is it the one that we got for takeout?
I think so. Yes,
Hop
The-
Dotty.
The crab legs? Oh, that. No,
it's
that-
called
not-
Louisiana Crab Shack,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I've heard that's
Huh.
good.
dude. Oh my God, they're good.
All right.
Yes, Jocko's in love with that place,
Well, Jocko, we'll have to go when you're back.
dude. He's all like, "When I'm in town, we're going back." I'm like,
That
That
okay.
sounds good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Dude. You haven't been there yet?
No, I
I've been
haven't.
there.
Oh my God, it is.
I love Joe's Crab Shack though.
dude.
Is it
No,
similar
this
to
place,
that?
this place is legit, and they deliver to our house.
Nice.
Nice.
Mm,
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
it when we stayed over Dan's last month.
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's one of those where you're like, how much do I want to spend? Well over $100 tonight on food.
Deckhand is good too. I don't know if you
Never-
guys have been there.
I've never
It's
heard
an
of
oyster
that.
bar.
Ooh.
They have like catfish and.
All right,
that sort of
I'll give
thing.
credit to the comment. This certainly was an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally unrelated. Oh man, should probably talk about cars again for the next 20 minutes ish. Well, 18 minutes.
I did take the McLaren through P. Terry's drive-through.
Oh,
Nice.
did you?
Yeah. They weren't amused.
You're cool
they
bringing
give a
that fast
crap.
food in your car?
When I was in college, I went through the Jack in the Box drive-through in reverse, and they did not like that.
Holy shit. Was that a dare or something?
I was like me and like 5 other dudes in the car, and we were all hungry. We're like, let's do the
Nice.
Jack in the Box in reverse.
That's absurd.
I love it.
I always thought it'd be funny to go in like a right-hand drive car. The stupid things on the wrong side. You're like, ah!
Have you ever watched those YouTube videos where the people, they duck down underneath the window and drive the car, so when they roll up it looks like nobody's driving the car, and the people at the counter are like,
Yes.
what the hell's going on? Have you seen
Yes.
those?
Yeah.
They like wear
funny.
the seats that they use for Knight
Yeah.
Rider.
You can on some of the modern ones. Oh, God. Yeah. Some of the modern Ferraris, you can OBD flash tune them, but I think you can starting with the 458, but they still recommend doing like an actual bench flash versus the OBD flash. Because I think there's certain parameters or whatever that they can't change by the OBD. I don't know. There's some reason why that they still prefer a bench flash.
I went to
Where did
college in
I love how
Arizona.
everyone's hungry.
Where did you guys go to college? I went to the University of Michigan and Western Michigan University.
I went to Boston College.
Boston.
BC Eagles.
BC Eagles.
Went
My
through a
10-year reunion.
school that doesn't exist anymore in Santa Fe. Yeah.
Really?
Does it exist anymore?
No.
What the hell?
You
What
got,
happened?
you got one of those scam degrees?
It's accredited. It's legit. I've got transcripts, but yeah, they went bankrupt. So
But if you
I like-
wanted to get a job and they were like, we need sealed transcripts, you'd be like,
no, I can still get them. They were
Oh, can you?
accredited, so there's a holder. There's a college that's a
oh,
holder.
okay.
Okay.
They were a legit college. Were.
That's weird.
Where?
Let's see. Let's see.
Babysitter you.
Dan, did you get your grievance settled with the HOA over the garage? No, not yet. It's basically, I think, maybe settled, but we don't know yet. So that sounds about accurate. I had my own custom chip made for the Lotus. Blew ahead gasket the week
Ooh.
later.
Ooh.
Was your degree in meat smoking?
It's better than pole smoking.
True. That's true. Oh man. What happened with the truck argument?
I don't remember a truck argument.
Truck argument.
We don't talk about
Sure.
trucks here.
Not sure what the truck argument was. You'll have to remind me. sister worked at an unaccredited
Ooh,
college.
fun.
I don't know if
They
that's
call
in-
that a scam. Yeah,
generally.
generally.
Yeah. When they said you had a commercial truck at the house?
Oh,
No.
that was a viewer. Yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't me. No, that
That
was
was-
someone else.
Severson's garage. Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was him. I settled with my
Hmm.
HOA. They said I can't have an F450, so I told them at the meeting I'll buy 2 350s then, and they never said.
Nice.
Well played,
Yeah,
sir.
congrats.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Any updates on the GT500? No, it's for sale.
Did you get a hold of that dude again or no?
I messaged him. He did not message back yet.
Hmm.
Let's see. He hasn't read it yet. So he said he was working. He might be working later. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or he may have just ghosted me. I mean, that seems to happen. Like,
You
I don't know.
get immune to it. It doesn't bother you after a while. You're just
No.
like, whatever.
Mhm.
You realize every morning I wake up, I have at least 5 people that have messaged me about cars. Every single morning.
That's what you need the intern dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like the deals part I don't mind doing. It's not like it's that much effort until it gets real.
I guess you do get entertainment out of it. Entertainment value.
What do you think of the
Ballbusters.
older AMG Black Series cars skyrocketing?
I've been saying they were going to do that forever.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hell of a car. Why is the black hole between your console and seat holster like a magnet for fries? Every time they find their way in there, it's not just fries. It's like cell phones, keys, anything that you actually want.
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah. Oh, I saw something about this McLaren Senna being hoisted, but
Yeah.
that's one of those things that I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, it's
Like-
like
That's stupid.
Yeah.
You've literally turned
drive
that
it.
car into art because you're too rich to know what to do with your money. Like, you bought a car. It
Yeah,
is no
drive it.
longer a car. That's dumb. Like, I'm sorry. Just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you have good ideas. I'm interested in any Lambo for $1. You can't even buy a Hot Wheels Lamborghini for $1 anymore.
This is true. Yeah.
They're like expensive. Hot Wheels are quite a few dollars. Yeah.
Even the like used Hot Wheels guy at the Pistons at the park, like Lambos are at least $5.
Yeah.
You can still get them at the store for like $1.25 or whatever.
True. Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah. It probably had a major coolant leak in the engine.
yeah,
after
he's
it-
probably just doing it a favor.
Blown
It turned
that
itself
gasket,
into
we're like,
art.
It's going up to the 32nd floor.
Like, ah, put it in the apartment. Whatever.
He probably has 2 other ones.
Yeah.
True.
That's funny.
Right.
Oh, I'm definitely an Alonso fan.
Oh yeah, Alonso.
Alonso or
He's always been one of my favorite
He's
drivers.
so
I'm,
versatile. I
I'm
mean-
really glad he's doing well right now.
Yeah.
Me too.
I have to say it's
It's awesome.
exciting. It's exciting to see him doing well.
Yeah, yeah.
Part of it's
When he was
because I
driving
think-
for Ferrari. He was my favorite driver.
Mm-mm.
I also like that he's older.
Yeah,
He's just
And
such
so-
a well-rounded race car
He
driver. I
has-
mean,
he
think
has
about the
kind
other
of like
series.
a no F's given attitude, which is
Yeah.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Am I following the flooded P1? Yeah, I've been watching those videos, just because it's like crash porn. You know,
Yep.
it's just so bad. Like every time I watch it, it's funny. Is Meg actually watches some of it too because she's like, that is the dumbest thing anyone's ever done buying that car. And I'm like, yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. But at the same time, legitimately, I hope he makes a ton of money on it because
Yep.
it at least will prove that that's something you can do as a YouTuber. But it's just
Well, every video has been trending so far, so
good,
he's doing something.
good. Like, because that's a hell of a gamble. Like,
he stuck his neck out there doing that.
Yeah, he did.
That was a hell
Tavares.
of a move,
Yeah.
and if it pays off, he deserves it, man.
I hope he does the McNugget shirts again. I'll support him and buy one of those.
McNugget shirts.
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
that when
I
he
like
rebuilt
those.
the 675, and
Yeah.
I'll buy one of those. I didn't follow him at that time, but I will buy one now.
Yeah,
I'll buy two.
I don't watch a whole lot of other YouTube stuff, but I have watched that. It's like I said, purely out of curiosity.
He does have sponsors and he has all those views, but I don't think that's paying for that car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna
The
have
thing-
to make up for
the
it when he
thing that-
sells it.
well, that's the thing. Who's gonna buy it?
That's the other thing. Yeah.
Well, I don't think he wants to sell it, right?
I mean, he's gonna have to. Otherwise, where's the money coming from? He's gonna have over $1 million because the problem is he's got to buy all those parts.
Yeah.
Buying the car.
He's definitely $1 million in it. For sure.
Buying the car isn't the problem in that case. It's the parts that's the problem. The parts are going to kill you on the money. Like,
Yep.
Because he said in one of his other channel, like the second channel or whatever, he talked about how he got a loan for the car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
But-
god.
I don't know did he get a loan for the parts too? So if he did, that's like what? So he took out $1 million loan? That's gonna be the payments on that?
Oh, no, I wonder how delayed the videos are. He's got to be at least a month back from their
It's gotta be
current
a bit.
progress.
It's gotta be a bit. Yeah, which I kind of when I was chatting with Hoovy, who talked to Tavares specifically about that, he was saying like Tavares specifically said he wanted to have it to where they were, way ahead so that they had content regularly and not like he didn't want it to be a dragged out,
Yeah.
super long thing because
Yeah, when shit hits the fan, he's still got 3-4 videos.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be delays. There's just no way it won't hit delays. So it's a logistics challenge, right? How do you keep content rolling on it? Because the problem with that is that car is so expensive. If he doesn't continue to have content on that car, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Because people aren't going to watch the other shit, right?
No.
But that's the problem. So this is the problem with YouTube, right? Where does he go from here?
It's a good point. Yeah.
Look at what's happened to like Stradman and some of the other really big channels. Is they're not getting the views they used to because they kind of went all the way. They went to the top.
I watched a video the other day from he's not a well-known guy, but his video had a lot of views, and basically it was about how these guys that do this illegal stuff and this stupid stuff are becoming less and less popular now, and their channels are kind of nosediving because people aren't really interested in seeing that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't watch any of it anymore because it's like I'm not interested in people. Number one, I'm not interested in people blowing up cars anymore. I'm not interested in people fixing salvage Ferraris because it's been done 8,000 times, or salvage whatever supercar.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The only reason the McLaren P1 is so interesting is because that car was so fucked.
Yeah.
Like it was so catastrophically like a hybrid hypercar in salt water above the roof. Like, dude, when they pulled the battery out,
Oh
I
my
was
god.
just,
Yeah.
like, as soon as he talked about the battery causing electrolysis on the chassis, I was just like,
It's fucked. Yeah.
I'm like, why would you do this dumb thing?
Drink. Yeah.
Oh, why? Because I swore.
Well, because Lotus said to, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting to watch. I hope he does well. That's.
Oh, I haven't. I don't mind when you talk about certain channels. I like seeing through glass.
I like him because he likes 360s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a
And F types. Yeah.
he's not a bad
and
guy.
F-types.
There are certain channels I do not want you talking about on my channel. Like I won't allow you to give them a shout out, but that's fine. We'll let that one go. That's fine. Yeah, and I mean, like Stradman has a very particular flavor to his videos, and you either like it or
Sure.
don't. And I think as a 40-something-year-old man, I'm not really interested in his channel at all. But I like him as a person. He's a very nice guy. Like I always have to add that as a disclaimer, right? Because having met him, he's a super nice guy. I personally just don't. His content doesn't interest me.
And to be honest, I don't really watch any of these car channels, hardly ever. None of them really interest me too much, like enough to where I want to sit down and watch a whole video.
Yeah, honestly, I can't stand DDE, except I like Dave on DDE.
Dave's fucking
Never
hilarious.
watched a DDE video.
Yeah. The only thing that DDE did that I really was curious about was dealing with their lawsuit with their Mercy or the Aventador where the window got smashed, because that to me was like the sheer stupidity of those criminals.
Yeah.
Was just mind-boggling. And so
I think it's trust funds.
Probably some of it. Movie wizard, normal car ninja. All I have time for. Yeah.
Good core group, yeah.
I like that. Not bad. My wife says he is a yell talker. It is.
The one dude that I've watched some of his videos that annoys the hell out of me, but I still watch him, is that Scotty Kilmore guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
No.
Scotty Kilmer.
No, I cannot. I can't take it more than like 10 seconds.
Repair videos.
He's a yell talker.
Man.
No, he's just a yeller. He's just yelling at the. You know what he is? He is literally the embodiment of the guy who sits on his porch and yells at the cars as they come by, slow down. That's Scotty Kilmer. Literally, that is him. I can't. No, I just can't. Actually, the other thing I hate about Scotty Kilmer is he says things that aren't true at all.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff he says, I'm just like, dude, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about.
Right. He's just
very confident in himself, though.
Yeah, I guess whatever.
He likes old Toyotas.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. 100%.
Yep.
Actually, I told this to Josh. There is a really, really good video that Doug DeMiro did on another channel. It's like Colin and Samir's channel. I don't know if you've heard of that. I actually occasionally watch that. They have some really fascinating interviews. I like their interview style. And they interviewed Doug DeMiro recently, and Doug specifically brought up that, like, as a YouTuber, you are on a clock. You have a limited time span. You are not going to exist forever. And there are certain YouTube channels that are just given time, they will go away because it is entertainment, and entertainment is fleeting, right?
There's no TV series that has lasted forever.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that was something that from the start was my mission, is I did not want to rely on YouTube for my future. And that's why I'm so happy that we are pursuing the dealership and the car parts and all this other stuff. And honestly, now YouTube is an insignificant portion of our business.
Yep.
Like, and I'm happy about that. Like, totally.
Well, one thing that will give us longevity is the fact that we're always going to have new cars that are for sale, and people are always going to be interested in what we have for sale, and that'll go on forever.
Yeah. Running a business.
Yeah.
But it is a marketing effort for our business, not a business in its own. The YouTube is not, and honestly, it's impossible. It's so, like, I've produced over 2,000 videos now. Think about that. 2,000 videos.
That's crazy.
It is insane to come up with something new, interesting, innovative, capturing your attention all the time. It's impossible.
Yep.
It's just impossible. And that is a pace that is relentless. And that is one of the worst things, is back when I was really pushing the YouTube channel more than everything else, is the crunch was relentless. every few days, if not every day, you are in a constant battle to make content. There's always a deadline approaching, always.
Yep.
And taking a vacation was impossible. Like, it was just.
That's why I like the live content. Is you don't have to worry about what you're coming up with. It's natural, and we just see the comments, interact with it. Like,
so we were just talking about like going to every other week, and I'm torn on that because I would love for this to become bigger and this to be like a part of our main thing.
Yeah.
Because this is so much easier.
I love doing the live stuff. Yeah. And like I say, it's so easy. There's no editing. You don't have to go back and do shit. It's just.
Yeah. Do I like the entertainment aspect of the YouTube? It takes some balls to put yourself out there. I had a hard enough time making Fry Chat.
F Chat, yeah.
The dirty secret in YouTube is no one likes being on YouTube, right? Like, it's hard. It's hard. Like, you're never comfortable with it. But
yeah, I even just in documenting my racing stuff, I always feel pressure to make a new video, and I just and if I'm busy, like right now, I'm so behind on videos. I haven't even touched a 360 video, and like not that many people want it, but I know like a few people want to see it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we went over by a few minutes, but thanks for hanging out, guys. We appreciate it as always.
Yep.
We'll have a lot of interesting stuff next week. Obviously, you can guess what the videos are going to be about.
Yeah, you're going to be taking it from
If we have internet, we should do it live from the building.
I don't know if the internet's going to be good enough, even if we get it there.
If it's 25 megabit, like they said, that's enough to stream.
But I think it's a wireless connection.
Tyler,
we can try it. We can
try.
Yeah.
If it's line of sight wireless, it'll handle it.
Maybe.
It has to be one computer no one can be watching.
Right? Yeah.
I'll tear down all this shit and bring it if you want.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We might have to, but
it'll be fun.
All right, guys. We'll see you
later.
Probably next week. Probably.
Most likely. See you guys.